So if you're anything like me, the most painful phrase I ever have to say to a patient is that I cannot help them. But thanks to this device that you see right in front of you here, I have to say that a whole heck of a lot less. Now, as a chiropractor, you're pretty familiar with the scenario that we all run into. A lot of the time, patients find us as a last resort. Now, it's not the way we'd like things, but it's just the reality of the situation. Patients normally exhaust every medical option, every physiotherapy option, massage, acupuncture, everything you can think of before they end up coming to see a chiropractor as a last resort. So we're tasked with a pretty serious responsibility here. And I was doing the regular chiropractic thing for a number of years, which worked phenomenally well within its capabilities. But I had a lot of disc patients, I had a lot of knee patients, I had a lot of hip patients that weren't getting better with the regular methods that I had access to. So I decided that I needed to create something that would work a little bit differently, potentially work a little bit better, and be a little bit easier on my body as a chiropractor. Not only that, but having a niche product, having a niche service, and something you can do that other doctors can't, that's pretty darn good for the business and pretty darn good for your reputation as the go-to person to help solve the real difficult problems. So that's exactly what this device does for you. Now, you may have heard me talk about its capabilities. So the usual decompression table is focused on doing lumbar and cervical. I wanted to do a little bit more than that. So just to explain the table briefly, in here, this hole, there's a robotic laser. It does a number of different patterns of therapy. There's other videos that explain that a little bit more in detail, but it actually runs the laser program specifically to the diagnosis of the patient. So you're able to offer something that is far more specific than anything else that you'd be able to do. It also treats hip issues, so people with osteoarthritic hips, there's ways to attach the patient to the table to do that, and knees. So you have a full service, robotically laser enhanced decompression device that does neck, that does low back, that does knees, and does hips. More than twice the amount of things you can treat on this table than you can on anything else. So not only is that great for the business side of things because there's more things that you can work on, it's great for the patient side of things because there are more things that you can help them with. So if this sounds like something you'd like to add to your practice, and honestly, why wouldn't it be? You need to meet the spine specialist. We need to have a conversation. There are a couple different ways to get this into your office. There's straight purchase of the device. There is also a collaborative program where we actually install one in your office. So if you'd like to discuss either of those programs, book yourself a discovery call with me and let's see what we can come up with. I look forward to speaking with you, and it's really an honor for me to have the opportunity to help you help your patients in a new and innovative way that gives them some additional hope, because that's why we do what we do, to give your patients additional hope and to help things that were previously unhelpable. Thanks so much for watching. I look forward to talking with you soon.